friends. Welcome to another episode here. We are trying to bring you insightful and wise content each week to help you navigate the COVID crisis. And today, if you've been joining us today, it's a little different. Typically, we're over in the lobby at our Ginghamsburg Tip City location. Today, we're here on Zoom. I wanted to connect with some of the kids in our faith community. And so that I personally am curious. I want to hang out with them and learn from them. And I thought that you, our listeners and viewers, might feel the same way. So welcome today. I'm excited to be on the call today with Bantu. Bantu, can you wave to us? Say hey.
Hi.
And Micah.
Hi.
And Kaylee.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me today, gang. It's great to be with you. So what I thought we would do is, instead of just doing a straight up back and forth interview, I thought we would play a few games, answer a few questions together, just to make our conversation fun and interesting. And so in my home, every once in a while around the dinner table, actually quite often, we like to play pits and cherries, which is a time where we each take a turn going around the table. And a pit is something that has maybe not gone so well in our life or something in our day. And our cherry is something that was really awesome, like the best part of our day. And it's just a way for us to share together. So I want you to think about those of you here on the call, Kaylee and Micah and Bantu. We've been in quarantine or stay at home for about 8 weeks now, maybe 9. And so I want you to think about your pit and your cherry, your quarantine pit and your quarantine cherry, something maybe kind of tough, and then maybe something that's been pretty awesome. Does one of you want to start with your quarantine? Let's start with our pits. Somebody have a pit you want to share today?
Can I go first?
Yeah, sure. Molly, go for it.
It's hard to not being able to see your friends
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah, so you kind of miss seeing friends. Bantu and Micah, can you relate to that?
Yeah, it's really hard to not say hi in person with your friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have any of you been able to, do you do any texting or calling or Zooming or FaceTiming with your friends? How do you is there anybody you're able to stay in touch with, and how? Bantu, how's that work for you?
I call my friends.
Okay, you talk on the phone. How about you, Kaylee?
I also call and text.
Okay, that's cool. What about you, Mike? Is there anybody that you stay in touch with friend-wise?
Not really.
Yeah, you have some siblings, right, that you hang out with probably, I guess?
They don't live with me.
Oh, they don't? Okay. So you're just hanging out with your family mostly these days?
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. All right, that was Kaylee's pit. How about you, Micah? Do you have a pit from your quarantine?
A bad thing that happened is baseball season's been delayed.
Yeah.
I love baseball.
Yeah. And so you haven't been able to have practice or any games or anything, right?
I could practice a little at home, but
Okay.
not on the field.
Yeah, so that's been something that's kind of rough for you in this season.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you play baseball at?
Cow Park.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm sorry that has been a pit for you. Thanks for sharing. Bonti, what about you? What's your quarantine pit?
You can't go places where you want to anymore.
Yeah.
They're all closed.
What are some of the places that you would go if you could go somewhere?
Like you can't go to the store much.
Yeah. Is there anywhere, Kaylee or Micah, that you guys miss going?
We're planning on canceling our trip this summer because of this sickness.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. You had like a vacation plan and you had to cancel it?
But I don't think we've canceled it yet.
Right, you're still kind of seeing what's going to be able to work out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my family's doing the same thing. How about you, Mike? Is there anywhere that you kind of miss getting to go?
Jim's Donuts.
Oh, Jim's Donuts. Yeah, I love it. My kids like donuts too. I think the first couple of days we were able to sneak some donuts from somewhere that was still open, but I think they're all shut down now. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, what about your quarantine cherries? These are things that maybe have gone pretty cool or some fun surprises that have happened during quarantine. Uh, Kaylee, can we start with you again? Do you have a quarantine cherry?
That we have lots of family time that you live with.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you've done with your family?
Um, we've done this game called Bean Boozled, where there's this whole thing of random jelly beans,
Uh-huh.
and you have to choose between a good flavor or a bad flavor.
What's the worst flavor that you've had?
Dirty dishwasher.
That sounds really gross. What did it
Uh-huh.
taste? Did it taste like what you imagine a dirty dishwasher would taste like?
It was really gross.
Did you
That's
lick
all
the
I can say.
Yeah, did you lick the inside of your dishwasher then just to test and make sure?
No.
No, you didn't. It's probably a good thing. All right, how about you, Micah? Do you have a quarantine a quarantine cherry?
I don't have to take the air test at school.
What kind of test is it?
The air test, it's my second one.
Okay, what's the air test? Is it like kind of
It's
a
the
standardized
test. It's a test that everyone in our school has to take.
Okay.
There's 2 of them each year. I got a very good score on the first one.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's something that you did well on, but you're glad that you don't have to do it again, huh?
Takes like all day.
Okay.
Takes a long time.
Yeah, not the most fun thing. How about you, Bontu?
You can play outside more than you usually do at school.
Yeah, so you're getting lots of outside time. What do you like to do outside?
Jump on the trampoline.
Oh, whoa, that's cool. I never had a trampoline, but I've jumped on them before, and they're pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Well, thanks for sharing your quarantine pits and cherries. Something else that I'm curious about some of your favorites, some of the things that maybe you've been up to. What are some of the things that you're watching? I imagine that your families like have Netflix or YouTube or something like that, Amazon Prime or something. Michael, let's start with you. What's your favorite thing that you're watching right now during quarantine time?
A Transformers show.
Yeah, what's it? I bet there's a whole bunch of different Transformers shows. What do you like about Transformers?
I don't know that they transform into. I don't know.
Yeah, they're just pretty cool, aren't they?
Yep.
That's sweet. How about you, Bontu? What are you watching these days? You have a favorite show?
It's not a show. I like a Nacho Libre
Okay. How many times have you watched it over quarantine?
a lot,
How many do you think? Like, put a number on it.
like 3.
Nice. Three Nacho Libres. All right. How about you, Kaylee? What are you watching?
I'm watching, or was watching, Puss in Boots, but it ended,
Okay.
and that made me sad. So I'm planning on rewatching it.
Okay. How many episodes are in that?
There are 6 seasons.
Okay. And you watched all of them.
Uh-huh.
That's amazing. Go ahead. Were you going to say something, Kaylee?
No.
No.
That was it.
Is it about a cat? I mean, that's what it sounds like it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
Who
the
knows
cat?
a lot of sword fighting.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen this character before. My kids started and finished the show Just Add Magic. Have you ever seen or heard of that? No. Maybe my kids are weird. I don't know, but they loved it. The same thing. They watched a whole bunch of episodes. All right. If you were like my family, we've been doing some eating, probably maybe some more snacking and unhealthy eating than usual than we should be. So I'm curious, what has become your favorite quarantine snack? Bontu, how about you? Start with you.
Popcorn.
Popcorn. And do you pop it in the microwave or do you pop it in like a popper or on the stove?
On the stove. I think we have a popper.
Okay, that's cool. And do you put lots of butter on it or do you just eat it like healthy?
Lots of butter.
Lots of butter. Awesome. How about you, Micah? What's your favorite quarantine snack?
Same as Bontu, popcorn.
Look at you guys. That's awesome. That's like super healthy. Maybe minus the butter, but that's pretty good. How about you, Kaylee?
Fruits. I love my fruits.
What's your favorite one?
Avocados.
Really?
Mhm.
Your favorite fruit is an avocado.
Mhm.
Have you ever gotten into an argument with your family about whether or not an avocado is really a fruit?
No.
No? See, my kids think that they're like a vegetable, but it's a fruit, huh?
That's what I heard.
Okay. Okay, awesome. I like avocado too, but it's not one of my favorite. I wouldn't call it my favorite fruit. What is another of your favorite fruits?
Bananas.
Bananas and avocados. Wow, that's awesome. You guys are eating so much better than me and my family. I feel a slight bit of shame right now, but I would say that my favorite quarantine snack is definitely cinnamon rolls. Homemade,
Yum.
homemade cinnamon rolls. I've eaten too many of them in the last 8 weeks. It's not good for me. So you guys are inspiring me. You're inspiring me to be healthier about the way that I'm eating. Okay, what is your favorite thing to do to bug your sister or your brother or your parents? What's your favorite annoying tactic? Bonto, your eyes lit up. What do you like to do to bug your brothers?
I like just running in their room without knocking.
Okay. And what reaction does that usually get?
They yell.
They yell. Do they ever yell words they're not supposed to yell?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. How about you, Kaylee? What do you like to do to pick on the people in your family?
I really like to hug my sister a lot, and it annoys her.
It's just like too much. You're in her space too much, huh?
I hug
Nice.
her like every 1 minute.
That's a lot of hugs. Do you know how many minutes there are in a day?
No.
Yeah, I don't either, but I know that there's a lot. So that's a lot of hugs. That's a pretty cool annoying tactic. That's a pretty loving annoying tactic. How about you, Micah? What do you do to get on your parents' nerves?
Uh, mm, do hard bargains on how much chocolate I eat.
Nice. So now the truth comes out. You said popcorn, but chocolate's the real love, huh, of your quarantine
Mm.
snacks. I love that. What's the best bargain you've driven? Do you know? What's the
Mm,
most chocolate you've been allowed to eat?
hard to tell.
Hard to tell. Oh man, I love it. And then finally, do you have a favorite Bible verse? I imagine you and your families are doing some kind of like maybe devotions or something. Is there a Bible verse that you have learned or that you like to think about? Or it could be a favorite Bible story. Who has one? Kaylee, go ahead.
Joshua 1:9 and Palm Song Psalm
Psalms, yeah.
2:23.
Okay, very cool. What did those verses, you know what they say or what they mean to you? Why do you like those? What do they make you feel?
The first one was have you ever heard of the word azophthalmos?
No.
It means strong and courageous.
Ah,
And whenever I like go to school, my mom always says it to me,
yeah.
and that's why I really like that verse.
And so it reminds you to be strong and courageous during your day, no matter what happens.
Mhm.
That's very cool.
And then my second one, have you ever heard of the song of the Eye of the Storm?
Yes.
The words after that's that verse. So I really like that verse.
That's awesome. Very good. Thanks for sharing. How about you, Micah? You raised your hand. What's your favorite verse?
Philippians 4:13.
Can you say it for us? Do you know it by heart? Or read it? Either one.
Philippians 4:13 is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Yeah. What does that mean to you?
It just reminds me that I can really do more than I realize, and that
Yeah.
I should try more than I want to.
That's good, man. I love that. How about you, Bontu? Thanks for sharing, Micah. How about you, Bontu?
I like Joshua 41:10.
Do you know it? Can you say it for us or read it?
Do not fear, for I am with you.
And what is it about that verse that you like?
That when you're scared, that it reminds me that God's always going to be with you.
Yeah. So even when, like you said, Kaylee, we go through a stormy season of life, or things in our friendships or our families maybe aren't like we wish they were, difficult times, that God is with us and won't leave us. Okay, so our next little segment is going to be Quarantine Show and Tell. I asked our guests today to think about a hobby or a skill or something they've been working on during quarantine, and to show us and tell us a little bit about their lives. So would someone like to start? Just raise your hand if you'd like to start. Kaylee, you want to start? All right, we'll let Kaylee start. So Kaylee, tell us about what you're showing and telling today. Show us and tell.
I am showing telling a couple of Lego things that I made.
Excellent.
Pool. Diving board.
Nice.
Like a little shelter house.
Very cool. Oh, does the door open?
Yeah.
Very nice. It looks like you have more.
Yeah, I do. A house.
Whoa, and what do you have inside your house there?
Right here's a couch. I don't know if you can see it, but right here's a video game area.
Nice.
And right here's a TV.
Okay.
Made out of one of these things, but without the window part.
Excellent. And so did you build, oh, you've got more. Sorry, you've got more. Go ahead, take it away.
And then this is my last thing.
Whoa.
This is like a big arch.
Yeah.
And then you have like a playground, a swing, one of those things that go back and forth where you have to have two people on it.
Yeah.
A mailbox. And then one of those poles where you go up and down on it. Ooh.
Oh no, you broke your arch. Can you fix it?
Yeah.
Okay. So are you building these things with plans, or are they just kind of creations of your own?
The arch just came to my mind randomly.
That's cool.
And then I just thought of doing all of the stuff for the show and tell.
Excellent. I love it. Thank you for sharing. Does anybody else play Legos? Micah or Bantu? Do any of you do build Legos? Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Micah, what do you have to show us today and tell us about?
My fort that
Okay.
I made.
Tell us about your fort. When did you build it? You can talk.
I don't really know.
Okay. A couple weeks ago, maybe?
I guess.
Oh, cool. So what is going on here? What have you built this fort out of? This looks awesome.
Pillows, chairs, sheets, a couple blankets. Well, the blankets are inside. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
So like all just stuff you just had laying around the house. Can you show us inside your fort? Can you get the computer down there by the door? Oh, look at that, like a fancy sliding door. Oh my word. That is awesome.
I have my books. I have some of my books in there on my cards.
Whoa, cool. We're like going into Micah's fort right now.
And I have my electronics.
Awesome. I kind of can't hear you anymore, Mike, but it sounded like you said you have some books and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome. Hey, thanks, man, for showing us your fort. That's pretty sweet. Do you spend time in there every day?
Yep, pretty much.
Very cool. All right, Bantu, it is your turn to show and tell. What are you going to show us today?
My dog.
Your dog. Okay, just remember you got headphones on there. Yep, all right. So tell us about your dog.
Okay. Show her face. Turn around.
Oh, what's your dog's name?
Addie?
Addie. Is Addie a puppy?
No, she is very old.
She's very old. Addie, and what kind of dog is this?
She's mixed with something, but she's a golden retriever.
Okay, kind of looks like that. Does she do any tricks, Bantu? Does Addie do tricks?
Nope.
No tricks? Hi, Addie. She probably can't hear me because of your headphones. Anything else exciting about Addie that you want to tell us?
She's part deaf.
Oh, she's kind of hard of hearing. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else awesome about her?
Nope.
Is she a good cuddler?
She gets scared when things touch her.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you can lay down on the floor with her.
That's cool. Thank you for showing us Addie. Hey, I know something else about you, Bantu. Sometimes I'm on meetings with your dad, Zoom meetings, which I heard that you think are incredibly boring, but now you're on one, which is kind of funny. Sometimes you're like in the background and I see you doing like a gymnastic thing or two. Could you show us a gymnastic thing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Tell us what you're going to show us.
A back walkover.
Okay. All right. You can take your headphones off and show us. This is a back walkover by Bantu.
Back walkover.
All right. Oh, you got the pad set up and everything. Here we go. Whoa, very cool. Give her some round of applause, y'all. That's awesome. I'm going to let her put her headphones back in. I've got a question. Do you need to clean your ears? What's going on? It's crazy. Do you think you could teach me to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably better not try it today because I don't have a cool pad like that laying on my floor, and I'm pretty sure that I'm in a place by myself, and I would probably need help getting up. So we're gonna let's. You what?
I can partly do that on my trampoline.
Yeah. Do you have a big trampoline outside like Bantu does?
I've never seen Bantu's trampoline.
Oh, but is it big and is it outside?
Yeah, it's outside.
Yeah, both of yours are. That's awesome. Did you want to show us something else, Bantu, or is that it?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, awesome. Very, very, very cool. Thank you for showing and telling with me today. That was pretty fun to see some of the things that you're interested in. I have another question for you. During quarantine, you shared some Bible verses with us that were important to you. How have you kind of stayed connected with God? And because you can't come to church now, right? So what are some of the ways that you're staying connected with God? Do you have any cool ways that you're doing that? Yeah, Kaylee, go for it.
I pray at night, and I also read my Bible.
Yeah. What are you reading in your Bible right now?
I'm just reading a whole bunch of stories.
Okay. Very cool. How about you, Micah? What are you doing to stay connected, kind of take the place of church in your life right now?
I've been watching all like the church videos that they've put on
Yeah.
on the computer and on the TV.
That's cool.
Like the worship stuff.
Yeah. Is that the ones for grown-ups or the ones for kids that everybody's been doing?
Both.
Both of them. Awesome.
I've also been doing that too.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. When do you like to watch them? Do you watch them like on Sundays when you'd normally be at church, or do you watch them other times?
I don't keep track, but I just watch them whenever I can, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool. How about you, Bonsu? When do you usually watch them?
I watch them on Sunday mornings.
Okay.
And then on Wednesday nights.
Okay, kind of during the scheduled times. How about you, Kaylee?
I watch them on Sunday mornings at 9:00. About.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of have a routine. That's cool. Yeah. Bonta, you said so you're watching the worship stuff and the videos the church is doing. Any other way that you're kind of staying connected with your spiritual life?
Yeah, I've been reading my Bible and watching the church videos.
That's cool. What are you reading in your Bible right now? Is there like something that tells you what to read, or is it like a book of the Bible or that you're reading?
No, I'm just reading a bunch of stories, like different ones.
Yeah, that's cool. Very good. Here's another question for you. What do you wish grown-ups understood about your having to stay at home experience? Does that question make sense?
No.
No? How about you, Bontu or Kaylee? Is there anything you get frustrated with your parents about? Like, oh, I wish they just understood this.
No.
No? You're sitting right beside them, so maybe it's hard to answer that question. That's all right. And I think my final question for you guys today is, how can we be praying for you? How can I pray for you? How can your church be praying for you and for your family? Who wants to go first? Yeah, Kaylee, go for it.
You can like pray at when you have time to, and you can like pray for their safety and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yep, that's cool. Anybody else have a way that we can be praying for you? Yeah, Micah, go for it.
I just pray that I'm going to be able to see the rest of my family soon
Yeah.
in person.
Yeah, is there anybody in your family that you're really missing right now?
Everyone. And I kind of wish I could spend my birthday with my family, but
Yeah.
it's in 3 days. So
Yeah, so how old will you be then? 9?
9.
Yeah. Cool. Well, happy early birthday to you, and I hope that even if not in 3 days, very soon you'll be able to celebrate your birthday with some friends and family. How about you, Bonto? Is there something we can be praying for you about?
That everybody will stay healthy.
Yeah, for sure. Well, gang, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It was super fun to hear what's going on in your lives, and the things that you're excited about, the things that are kind of tough and tricky for you in this season. So thanks again for hanging out. Can you all wave bye and say, see you later, everybody?
See
you later, everybody.
Goodbye.